Okay, if I were to give you $1,000 and in return, all you have to do is give me a high five, would you do it? I'd assume a lot of you guys would, because it's a no-brainer. You're essentially getting free money for doing nothing. And that's exactly how airdrops work. New crypto projects give you free tokens or money for just interacting with their platform. And some of these projects give away thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars for free. Now, the issue is finding these projects that are going to give away these high amounts of airdrops. Now, luckily for you, I've done the research and came up with 7 airdrops that I think will have the highest return this upcoming year. So if you guys want to make free money, which I assume a lot of you guys do, make sure you guys watch the whole video through because you don't want to miss any important information. As always, before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already. My name is Faris and I make videos all about crypto and how you can become rich from it. So if that interests you, make sure you guys subscribe. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. All right, first up, we have MetaMask. Now, if you're a little more involved in the crypto ecosystem, you've definitely heard about and probably have even used MetaMask before. They're one of the biggest digital wallet platforms in the market. They have more than 30 million monthly active users, and as I said, pretty much everybody uses them. Now, MetaMask first hinted or teased about its own coin being released back in 2022, and it was actually confirmed by the CEO as well, saying that the release of a digital coin named Mask was going to be a big change for the platform, basically referring to MetaMask having its own token, which will most likely be named Mask. Now, unfortunately, that's all the information we have in terms of a MetaMask airdrop right now, because one thing to note with a lot of these projects that are going to offer these high airdrop amounts, they're very quiet when it comes to this because they only want to reward users who truly use them before they made the announcement, not because they want to get some free airdrops after they heard the announcement. That stuff only works with, those little projects, but for these big projects like the ones I'm talking about, they want to see you using it before they announce anything. And they're super sneaky with it too, because when they do announce that they're going to have an airdrop, you'll most likely be too late to be even eligible for it. Now, on the bright side of this is a lot of people have most likely used MetaMask before, so we should be good in terms of getting something with an airdrop. Now, we don't know if they'll value an airdrop based on how many transactions a wallet had, how many swaps it did. We honestly don't know. But this is one a lot of people, including myself, are very excited for because MetaMask is valued at $400 million. So a lot of people are anticipating a pretty big airdrop coming. So if you haven't ever used MetaMask before, I suggest making some transactions or swaps on it before it's too late. All right, coming up next, we have ZK Sync. Now, ZK Sync is a layer 2 protocol for the Ethereum blockchain. You can think of it like being like a polygon. It makes the Ethereum blockchain easier and cheaper to use. Now, while I'm on the subject, a lot of people end up confusing the two, a layer 1 and a layer 2 blockchain. And if you're in crypto, it's very important you know the difference. Layer 1 protocols are the actual brand or companies offering the token. So this would be like Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Cardano. And layer 2, on the other hand, are simply like third-party sellers or projects that fix some of the issues that a layer 1 crypto might have. So for example, expensive fees or slower transaction times. Now, the management at ZK Sync hasn't formally announced a date for the airdrop yet, nor have they even confirmed they're going to be doing an airdrop, but the crypto community is very certain that they're going to be having one regardless. ZK Sync also has a lot of funding behind them, and people are anticipating this airdrop to happen this year, and also a pretty sizable airdrop at that as well. But because nothing is confirmed yet, we also don't know what you need to be doing to be eligible for this airdrop. But if we look at previous airdrops, as long as you interact with their blockchain and some of the features they offer, you should be good to go. All right, coming up at number 3, we have the Sui network. Now, the Sui network, on the other hand, is a layer 1 blockchain that allows smart contract services. And one of the reasons why this project, I think, will not only be big in the future and why a lot of people are expecting an airdrop from them is because they have the ability to provide very low latency. This pretty much means super fast transaction times. Transactions on the Sui network are processed pretty much instantaneously, which is catching the eyes of a lot of people. And it's also known for its very high security. Now, what the Sui network does is pretty much allows users to create projects and virtual assets while providing users with an individual digital identity. Now, again, I know that was a mouthful, but we don't really need to know that information. Now, the reason why I think their airdrop is going to be big is that they have a 10 billion token supply. And I remember seeing, I'm not sure if if it was on a tweet or on their website, but they said that they were interested in compensating or rewarding early adopters, which is pretty much just saying they're going to be doing an airdrop in the future. Now, the Sui network is still very new, so there isn't a lot of information about the airdrop with them as well, but like I said, a lot of people are expecting it to happen. And as before and with every other airdrop, try to immerse yourself into their project and test it around, see what's possible. Maybe you can join their Discord or keep up to date with their news. All that will help when it comes to getting an airdrop. They also have a testnet program which launched last year in May, so as of right now, interacting with that testnet will probably be your best option of being eligible for an airdrop. Okay, I want to take a quick break from the video and talk about the sponsor, Audible. Now, chances are you're watching this video because you want to make more money. Well, one of the ways you can do that is simply by reading more books. In fact, about 85% of millionaires read 1 to 2 books a month. Now, I get it, we're all busy and it's hard to find time to read. That's where Audible comes in. Audible allows you to listen to books on the go. Whether you're driving, working, cleaning, Audible makes any boring, mundane task worth your while. That way, you're retaining knowledge and learning while also getting your everyday work done. Now, as someone who's always loved reading but have just been too busy to pick up a book lately, this is honestly a game changer. I'm finishing more books than ever just by listening to them, and I'm learning so much more in the process. If you guys are interested and are wanting to listen to books on the go, you can get 30 days for free when you sign up for Audible using the special link down below. Alright, back to the rest of the video. Alright, coming up next on the list is the Layer 0 platform. Now, Layer 0 protocol is a communication platform that allows multi-chain interactions. This means as a user or trader, you can combine digital information, features, and benefits from different Layer 1 blockchains to create like an ultimate application. What? Now, I know that was a mouthful, but we don't really need to know that when we're dealing with airdrops. Now, one thing to note though is this project is also one of its kind, and a lot of people are expecting big things to come from this project in the future. They've raised over $170 million in funding from groups like Alameda Research, Anderson Horowitz, and also has PayPal and UAB backing them as well. And again, like majority of these airdrops, the company hasn't formally confirmed anything yet, but this is something a lot of people are expecting an airdrop to come from, mainly due to the nature of the coin and the things they're doing. Now, if this is a coin you're interested in, I actually found a guide on how to be eligible for this airdrop. I'll put a link to it down below. Again, this guide isn't a guarantee that you'd be eligible for this airdrop because nothing is confirmed yet, but it'll give you a better shot. Alright, coming up next, we're going to be sticking with the Layer 1s, and it's a project called Shardium. Now, Shardium is an EVM Layer 1 blockchain that relies on state sharding techniques. Now, that's just a big fancy word for saying how they process transactions. It's kind of similar to like how the Near protocol does it. Now, people online in their community, which is a very small community I must add, is saying that Shardium is predicted to release its own token, so SHM, very soon in the upcoming future. Now, Shardium, unlike the other airdrops I talked about so far, is actually confirmed. They're saying that at least 5% of all their tokens will be airdropped back to the community. Now, I know 5% doesn't seem like a lot, but 5% is a lot for an airdrop to be given back to a community. Now, the thing that separates Shardium from a lot of these other airdrops I talked about is that Shardium is still very early in its stages. Shardium has yet to get eyes from a lot of people in the crypto community, which is a good thing for us because the smaller the project is, the easier it is to get an airdrop for us. Alright, coming up at number 6, we're going to have Zeta Chain. Now, to understand this coin, I have to get a little technical, but I'll try explaining it as simple as possible. As we all know, all blockchains or cryptos operate on 2 consensus mechanisms, either a proof of work model or a proof of stake model. You can't have both, it's pretty much impossible. Well, that was until Zeta Chain came around. Zeta Chain has combined the two to make the first, and as of right now, the only public decentralized blockchain that allows both proof of stake and proof of work coins to communicate with each other and connect with everything. And by connect with everything, I mean with Zeta Chain, you can access all your crypto assets online on one platform. I mean, on their website, they proudly say that Zeta Chain truly supports all of crypto all on one chain. Now, Zeta Chain hasn't disclosed any information regarding a native token or an airdrop release yet. However, people are anticipating some information to drop about this very soon. Now, if we just disregard the airdrop for a second and just look at the project as a whole, that alone should excite you guys to look more into them. They're doing something that no one has ever done before. You would be able to have access to the network that connects all your crypto platforms. Now, they do have a testnet available which you can use around and mess around with it. The testnet also offers points and rewards for performing activities and various tests, and as of right now, that's probably your best way of being eligible for this airdrop. And who knows, knows, maybe in the future those rewards you earn on this testnet will be able to convert into real tokens. And finally, the last airdrop you should be looking into with what I think will have the highest returns in 2023 is the C network. This is different from what I said earlier from the SWE network. This is C network. Now, the thing that makes the C network different from the other ones I talked about today is the C network is actually confirmed with an airdrop already. Now, the C network is a layer 1 blockchain that efficiently processes crypto transactions by improving latency, reliability, and scalability, kind of like every other crypto project out there. Now, a couple weeks ago in late March, the network's management confirmed allocating 1% of all C tokens supplied to the airdrop to basically people who interacted with and validated transactions on their testnet. So the best way to be eligible for this airdrop on the C network would be through interacting with their testnet if you haven't already. The program is going to host 4 different stages, 3 of which that are already active, but in these stages people have the option to do different tasks and actions which will give you a better chance of being eligible for this airdrop. And not only that, but on the testnet people are going to have the option to do missions which will only increase the chances of being more eligible for the airdrop. So if you're looking to be eligible for an airdrop soon with a lot of potential and possibly make a lot of money from it as well, the C network is currently the best option because it is confirmed and a lot of people are expecting it to be big. Now, unfortunately, me going through all the steps that would make you eligible would honestly take forever, so I'll put a step-by-step guide for you guys to follow down in the description box below. But that was it, guys. These were my top 7 airdrops you should be looking into for this year. Now, I know I didn't have much information on these airdrops, but that's how airdrops work. These projects keep everything low-key and don't want the general public to know about it. They only want to reward the people that truly interacted with them and supported them before they make this announcement that they're going to have an airdrop and how people can be eligible for it. For example, when I got the Uniswap airdrop a couple years ago where they airdropped 400 Uni tokens, no one knew that was going to happen. If you just happened to use their wallets, you were eligible and you got the airdrop. And by the time they did announce that they were going to have this airdrop, it was too late. You had to have made those transactions before a certain date. So the best thing to do is go through the list of airdrops I talked about and pick a couple of projects that you really are fascinated by and mess around with them, join their Discord, be more involved in their community. That ultimately will give you the best option of being eligible for this airdrop. But again, that was it for today's video. Hopefully this video helped you guys out and gave you guys some more airdrops you can look into. Hopefully you guys do get these airdrops. I know I'm going to be trying them. As always, make sure you guys subscribe. I make videos all about crypto and how you can become rich from it. As always, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace.